All right, video number 3. So I'm letting myself know so I don't post the same video twice. All right, so back to the story. All right, I picked up the phone and I called. You know, when you're hoping that the person doesn't pick up and you can just leave a message? Do you think that that happened? No, it didn't. But I wished it did because this really affected my pride. I was being prideful because I didn't know when I called if the phone was going to be, if he was going to hang up the phone. That's not something that we did, but see, I'm sure he was pissed at me, so I don't know. But I was just kind of imagining these things, but I said, the Lord told me to call, so I'm going to call. And I called. And as you can imagine, he picked up the phone and it was quiet. He said hello, but it was very quiet. And I said, hi. I was so nervous. And I didn't know what was happening on the other end of the phone. Because again, he was very quiet and he's not. He's very, with me, he's very chatty. Very chatty. And I like that. And he was just very, very quiet. I said, hello? He said, yes. I said, guess what? He waited. I said, the Lord came to me today and he told me basically to knock it off. Again, I'm paraphrasing. And he told me to call you. So I am. I'm calling you. And I just sat there. And he said, really? I said, yeah. He said, okay. We talked for a bit and we made a time to really talk about the relationship. And we did. So when we finally talked again, at the time, again, I was going to go pick up my daughter, and then, he's running errands, so it wasn't conducive to talk at that time. But it was just a way to kind of open the door. And again, we basically made a date and a time to discuss resolving our issues, and that's something that I do talk about. And I have kind of like a information on how to fight fair, and I talk about that. So when we were finally able to talk, he confessed to me that he had prayed to the Lord previously, and that he said, if I'm the woman that he's supposed to be with, and if I'm supposed to be his life partner, if I'm supposed to be his wife for the rest of his life, and this had come from the Lord, that then the Lord will show him that what he says is true. He put it in the Lord's hands and said, show me. This is what you said, but this is what's going on. She's not talking to me. We've ended therapy sessions. I'm bringing it all to you and I need your help. And guess what? The Lord answered. So, takeaway is, if you lead by your own understanding and your partner leads with their own understanding, and your views are not, or your values are not aligned, serious challenges can occur. What I learned personally, and what anyone else can learn, is you got to remove your ego. Not being self-centered, but being selfless. Being selfless. Not really checking when someone does something to you, when your partner does something to you, you check it or you write it down. So next time Something comes up and you do it, you turn around and you say, well, this is what you did. That's not helpful and it doesn't serve the relationship. Um, let's see. Again, being selfish, you are showing how much you care about others. Lastly, submit. And that's a big one. Submit. Submit to the relationship. I was a divorced mother. I had a son previously, and I worked 3 jobs. I was going to school. I was busy. So I did not have time for games when it came with dealing with men. And I wasn't even open to at least being understanding with some things. And it wasn't even about game when it came to this relationship. It wasn't even about game. I think with my previous situations, I became very distrustful. And so what I did was I really wanted to submit to the relationship because I wanted it to work out. I knew that this was something that I wanted and this is something that he wanted. So I talked to God and I said that I would fight for the relationship as long as he remained in it and as long as he guided us. I'm paraphrasing. He agreed. Thank goodness. So I started to submit and he noticed. He noticed the change and really picked up the mantle to lead the family. And I tell you, it's tiring when you feel like you have to have an S on your chest, you have to save everyone. You're saving everyone, but you don't even have time to take care of yourself. There was a time where I worked so much, I didn't even have time to just take care of myself. And it does catch up with you. It definitely does catch up with you. And I got tired of being everything to everybody for a long time. It didn't work, and it doesn't work. And I'm happy that I made that decision. And again, I submitted to the relationship. And because I know that God is here in our relationship, that I feel happy and understood. I would say that for us and for like many couples, having God in your relationship as your guide, as your protector, as your confidant, because you can talk to him. You can talk to him. You say, Lord, I need your help. And tell him what you need. And wait on some sort of response. I don't mean like physically wait. Like you're here at like 10 o'clock and it's 3 o'clock and you're still in your chair and you're waiting. The information may come automatically. It may come through a song, through a book, through somebody else, through the word, reading the Bible. It may come through that as well. It may come through a thought. So I hope this was helpful. I'm trying to see if there's anything about telling the truth. The Lord will tell you the truth. You will be convicted. Okay? So if you're thinking that your way is the right way, even though parts of it might seem, but if you're doing it and it doesn't serve the relationship and it's destroying the relationship, it's a very humbling experience. It's a very humbling experience to be in the presence of God. It's a very humbling experience to have God in your relationship. Um, I'm gonna put that down. It's almost time. God is everywhere, and He's within all of us. So my suggestion is, if you have a need to get help with your relationship, definitely talk to God. Um, Me being a relationship coach and not therapist, relationship coach and conflict resolution consultant, I lead with God in my heart and in my sessions. So I'm not just working with, oh, it's almost 11. Let's see. Oh, let me hurry up and see if I can get this done. So I'm working with God in my sessions. So it's definitely not something that I say is usual. It's typical. So if you would love to have a session with me, either by yourself or with your spouse or with your significant other, I would love that as well. I hope that you have a great Monday, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.